Hi there, my name's Jeff and I'm an instructor at PingCAP. You're here because you're interested in learning about TiDB and certification, so let's go ahead and get started talking about it. We're on the PingCAP website, pingcap.com, and we can go to resources and go to training. Training is under education. All right, so here are our courses that we offer. We'll scroll down and you'll see that there are basically two styles of courses that we offer. One's DBA courses and the other's developer courses. Some of them are free, some of them we charge for. Let's discuss the free ones first, this free one here. It's Course 1, TiDB Essentials for DBA. This is the entry-level DBA course. If you're new to TiDB, this is where you want to begin, and it is free. If we click here, got free learning, you can go through and look and see what's here. So if we go back to our page, so we have our TiDB Essentials for DBA, we have a more advanced TiDB administration. Notice you have to pay for this one, and it is not video. It is either web or in person. And then we have performance tuning case studies, which is also web and in person. Next up, we have our developer courses. Architecture for our developers. You know, if you're new to TiDB, you need to learn at least a little bit about the architecture before you can start developing software for it. This is where you as a developer will begin. Notice all three of these are free. The next one is learning SQL. If you don't know SQL, you can use this to learn it. Also a good skill to have. And finally, this developer course is advanced and it's very important. It is the TiDB specific features and transactional control. If you've ever programmed against a database, you know transactional control is very, very important. And it's especially true with a distributed database such as TiDB. If you look down here, you can see the audiences, the level, and the duration. For example, this one's 1 day and the course 3 is 1 day. So next up, specific language training. We have training for Java, Python, and PHP. If you look down here, you can see these courses are hours long. They're not days long, and each and every one of them is free. Finally, in our developer series, we have a best practices course for developing on TiDB. This one is not free, but it's pretty short. What we do is we tend to hear what people need and then develop some training for them and give them what they want. And finally, this is one of my favorite ones, the TiDB Cloud Kickstart Workshop. If you're new to the database and want to play around with it, there's no better way to get started than getting a cloud account, TiDB Cloud account, and playing around with it. And this free training lasts about 3 hours. We take a look at what's covered in here. You'll see that it's got labs. You got a lab here, the labs for each chapter. So it'll walk you through creating a TiDB account, creating a serverless tier cluster, dedicated tier cluster, how to pause and resume. It just teaches you everything you know to get started. It teaches you how to connect to the cluster, how to manage users, because if you're working on a real project, you will have users that you need to manage. It'll talk about monitoring and alerting, how to back up the TiDB cluster, which on the cloud is pretty easy, and then how to scale in and scale out. And finally, we go through an example of importing data into TiDB Cloud Cluster. All very good. Alrighty, so we mentioned certification, so let's go back up here to the top. So once again, this training here is this Essentials for DBA. If I say get TiDB certified, if I click there, this is the test that goes along with it. And this certification is called PingCAP Certified TiDB Associate, or PCTA. This is the beginning certification, and it's brand new. You can be one of the first people to earn this certification. So each one of these tests, there's a charge for them. Well, before we get into that, let's go in here. So you can see that there's a cost to them. There is a very strong possibility that there'll be discounts on all things you can take advantage of. From here, if you're interested in taking the exam, you'll need to contact sales. And I clicked on there, and what it'll do is it'll just ask you to send an email, and then sales will respond back to you about and start telling you how to go about getting access to the exams. Now, one of the cool things we have is we have an exam guide. And you can just scroll through here and read what's on this exam, and it'll help you prepare. So how would I prepare for the exam if it were me? I would take that DBA entry-level class, and then I would go through this. I would print this out, or if you don't want to print it out, you don't have to, but I would print this out and start finding the TiDB documentation that describes all this, and I would start reading through it and then playing around with the TiDB database. Once you do that, you should be really good to go with the exam. The exam is 60 minutes and 50 questions. They're all multiple choice or putting stuff in order. And then there's one question on there that has a fill in the blank, pull down. But they're all pretty simple, self-explanatory. It's nothing that you haven't come into contact with before. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and we hope this helps you a lot, and we really want to see you get certified. One of the many benefits to get certified is that there's a LinkedIn community for TiDB certified professionals that once you pass the exam, you can join that. So keep your eyes open. And if you have any questions about the exam, feel free to put a comment in here or email one of us at PingCAP, and we will more than happy to help you with them. Once again, thank you.
If you want to learn more, scan this barcode and then you can get access to more PingCAP training and certification resources.